Archbishop Anastasios of Tirana, Durrës and all Albania is the Archbishop of Tirana, Durrës and all Albania, and as such the primate and head of the Holy Synod of the Autocephalous Orthodox Church of Albania. He was elected on June 1992. Professor Emeritus of the National University of Athens. Honorary member of the Academy of Athens. Archbishop Anastasios is one of the presidents of the Central Committee of the World Council of Churches. Honorary president of the World Conference of Religions for Peace, Life and Career. He is the current head of the Orthodox Autocephalous Church of Albania. He speaks Greek, Albanian and some English. His work included charity in Africa in his early years prior to becoming the Archbishop of Albania. Origins: Yanolatos was born in Piraeus, Greece. Education: Yanolatos obtained a certificate of high school, BD, of the National University of Athens, then carried out postgraduate studies in history of religions, ethnology, missions, and Africanology in the universities of Hamburg and Marburg. Research in the Makerere University College, Kampala, Uganda, as scholar of the German Foundation Alexander von Humboldt. Ph.D. of the Theological Faculty of the National University of Athens. During his military service he attended the schools of the reserve officers of Syros and of the MB Signals. He studied various religions in the countries where they prosper. Besides modern and ancient Greek, he also speaks English, French, German, Latin, Italian, Spanish, Albanian, Russian and Kiswahili. Church ministry. Ordained deacon, priests, archimandrite, bishop of Androusa for the position of the general director of Apostolic Diaconia of the Church of Greece, acting archbishop of the Holy Archbishopric of Tirana, Patriarchal Exarch in Albania, Metropolitan of Androusa, Archbishop of Tirana, Durrës and Primate of Albania. Scientific career: Lehrbeauftragte for teaching modern Greek language and philology, University of Marburg, Germany. He organized and directed the Center of Missionary Studies at the University of Athens. Associate Professor of History of Religions, Full Professor of History of Religions in the National University of Athens, Professor Emeritus at the same university, Director of the Department of the Science of Religions and Sociology, Dean of the Theological Faculty and member of the Senate, Vice President of the Club of Students, Chairman of the Commission of Solidarity in the Cyprian Struggle, member of the Committee of Research of the University of Athens, and the Inter-Orthodox Center of Athens, of the Church Greece, member of the Council of the Center of Mediterranean and Arabic Studies, Th.D.H.C. of the Theological School of the Holy Cross, Brookline, Mart, USA, the Theological Faculty of the Aristotle University of Thessaloniki, and the St. Vladimir's Orthodox Theological Seminary, Theological School of the Craiova University, Theological Faculty of the Pontifical University of South Italy, Honorary member of the Moscow Theological Academy, D. Staniloae Diploma Univ, Bucharest, Ph.D.H.C. of the Department of History and Archaeology of the Philosophical Faculty of the University of Ioannina, the Agricultural University of Athens, the Department of Political Science and Public Administration of the Law, Economic and Political Sciences and all the departments of the Philosophical Faculty of the National University of Athens, the Department of International and European Studies of the University of Piraeus, the Department of Philology of the University of Crete, the Departments of Physics, Medicine, Primary Education and Civic Engineers of the University of Patras, Doctor of Humane Letters of Boston University, the Departments of Medical and Agricultural of University of Thessalia, and Golden Medal of this university, the History Department of the Ionian University, Corfu, the University of Corca, of the Departments of History and Ethnology as well as of Languages and Culture of Thrace's Diomocretian University, the University of Cyprus. Church and social work. Lay preacher, catechetical work with teenagers, responsible for Bible studies, students' camps, missionary efforts in new social frontiers. Founder and director of the Inter-Orthodox Missionary Center, Athens. He organized and directed the Inter-Orthodox Center of the Church of Greece. During his term of office, the dozens of conferences, seminars and other church and social activities were organized. During his postgraduate studies in Germany, he ministered to the emigrant Greek workers and students. He has been member of the Council of the High School of Social Work, deacon of SIS, of the highest official committee of the Church of Greece, of the Committee of the Ecclesiastical Education of the Ministry of National Education and Religions, of the Commission for the Protection of the Cultural Legacy of Cyprus, of the Scholarships Commission of the Foundation Alexander.Onassis, of the Foundation Alexander.Onassis. Member of the Philippi Deutsch Society, International Eye into Ecclesiastical Activity, General Secretary of the Executive Committee for the External Mission, and Vice President of the International Organization of Orthodox Youth, Syndesmos, member of the International Commission for Missionary Studies of the WCC, Secretary for Missionary Research and the Relations with the Orthodox Churches, in the General Secretariat of the WCC, member of many international scientific committees, such as the Deutsche Gesellschaft für Missionswissenschaft, the International Society of Missionary Research, the Commission of the WCC for the Dialogue with Other Churches and Ideologies, the Mixed Commission of the Conference of European Churches and the Conference of Roman Catholic Bishops, Islam in Europe, the International Council of the World Conference on Religion and Peace. From 1959 onwards he has participated in a number of international, inter-Orthodox, inter-Christian and inter-religious conferences, and world assemblies representing the Church or the University in international organizations. He has offered lectures to several university centers concerning Christian witness, the interreligious dialogue, and worldwide solidarity and peace. Honorary member of the Curatorium of the Roman Catholic Institution, Pro Oriente, Vienna. President Moderator of the Commission on World Mission and Evangelism of the WCC. Member of the Central Committee of the WCC. Fellow of the Orthodox Academy of Crete. Corresponding member of the Academy of Athens. Member of the European Council of Religious Leaders, Religions for Peace. Vice President of the Conference of European Churches, President of the World Council of Churches, Honorary President of the World Conference of Religions for Peace. East Africa. Archbishop Anastasios has played a leading role in the contemporary renewal of the external mission of the Orthodox Church, in the decade 1981 to 91, as locum tenens of the Holy Archbishopric of Tirana, East Africa. He established and organized the Patriarchal School Archbishop of Cyprus Makarios, which he directed for a decade. He ordained 62 African clergymen and consecrated 42 readers catechists coming from 8 African tribes. At the same time, he promoted the work of translation of the Holy Liturgy into 4 African languages. He took care of the stabilization of about 150 Orthodox parishes and decades of construction of churches, of the building of 7 missionary stations, and worked for the creation of schools and medical stations. Albania. As Archbishop, Bishop. Within huge difficulties, he achieved the restoration, from her foundation, of the Church of Albania. More than 400 parishes were reorganized. He established the Theological Academy, Resurrection, in Durrës and 2 ecclesiastical lycees. He educated and ordained 150 clerics. He established 50 youth centers in several cities. He took care of the translation efforts, the edition of liturgical and other religious books. He erected 150 new churches, restored 70 others and repaired 160 more, as well as 45 ecclesiastical centers. The total construction work comes to 425 buildings. He developed the charity work through the distribution of hundreds of tons of food, clothes, medicine. He founded a monthly newspaper and 3 periodicals, as well as a radio station. He took care for the establishment of the workshops of the church. At the same time, he developed pioneer programs in the areas of education, health, social care, rural development, culture and ecology. Also 2 institutes of professional formation, a professional lycée, 3 primary schools, a boarding school for girls, and 17 nursery schools in different cities. He oversaw the construction of roads, aqueducts, bridges, reparation of public schools, etc. During the critical period of Kosovo, he organized a large humanitarian program, which helped about 33,000 refugees in several parts of Albania. He linked the Church of Albania with international ecclesiastical organizations. He is founding member of the Interchurch Bible Society of Albania and the Interfaith Council of Albania. During the political tension between Greece and Albania, he contributed to the relaxation and the rapprochement of the 2 countries. Through his initiatives, work was given to thousands of men. Serious works of social structure were created, and the Orthodox Church of Albania has come to be a multi-dynamic spiritual and developmental factor. At the same time, he struggled for the easing of the controversies in the Balkans. In 2000, through the proposal of the Academy of Athens and many personalities in Albania, he was a candidate for the Nobel Peace Prize. Honors. The Holy Cross of the Apostle and Evangelist marked first class of the Patriarchate of Alexandria, of St. Catherine of the Mount Sinai, of SDS, Cyril and Methodios of the Orthodox Church of Czechoslovakia, the Silver Medal of the Academy of Athens, as the promoter and pioneer of missionary theology in action, and the Golden Medal with Laurel of the Greek Red Cross, the Grand Cross of the Order of Honor of the Hellenic Republic, the Medal of the Great Prince Vladimir of the Russian Church, the Medal of Apostle Andreas of the Ecumenical Patriarchate, the Grand Cross of the Order of the Orthodox Crusaders of the Holy Sepulchre, the Life Achievement Prize of the Council of Greeks Abroad. He was also honored with the Athenagoras Human Rights Award 2001, the Pro Humanitate of the European Cultural Institution Pro-Europe, the Grand Cross of the Order of Apostle Paul of the Church of Greece, the Golden Medal of Honor and Welfare Work of the City of Athens, the Golden Key of the City of Thessaloniki, and of Lamia, the Polish Humanitarian Award, Ecce Homo, the medal from the President of the Romanian Democracy, the Golden Medal, First Class, of the Municipality of Piraeus, Honorary Citizen of Tirana and Corca, the prize for outstanding activities in strengthening unity of Orthodox Christian nations, Medal of Yaroslav the Wiseman of the Ukrainian Democracy, Grand Golden Medal of Apostle Barnabas of the Church of Cyprus, the Grand Cross of the Order of Apostle Mark of the Patriarchate of Alexandria and all Africa. According to Greek media, his name has been suggested as a possible candidate of Syriza in the second round of the election to the post of President of Greece. Publications: The Spirit Sambandwa and the Framework of the Cult. The Lord of Brightness, the God of the Tribes East of Kenya. A Research in the History of Religion. Various Christian approaches to the other religions. Islam, a general survey. Universality and Orthodoxy, translated into Serbian, Romanian, Albanian, Bulgarian, and English, is facing the world. Orthodox Christian essays on global concerns. Footprints of the quest for the transcendent. Mission in Christ's Way, to the End of the Earth. In Africa, 3 catechetical manuals. He has also written more than 240 essays and articles, including Monks and Mission in the Eastern Church during the 4th century, Les Missions des Églises d'Orient, Relations between Man and Nature in the World Religions, Die Mystik in Byzance, Der Dialog mit dem Islam aus orthodoxen Sicht, Orthodox Mission, Vergangenheit, Gegenwart, Zukunft. Orthodoxy faces the 3rd millennium. The Church of Albania, History and Spiritual Tradition, Responsibility Apostolic, a Dimension Universal de l'Église, Problems and Prospects of Interreligious Dialogue. God, in your grace transformed the world. Christen in einem multi-religiosen Europa. La lumière du Christ et l'Europe. Eta Omicron Rho Theta Omicron Delta Omicron Chi Omicron Sigma Alpha Epsilon Tau Omicron Kappa Epsilon Phi Alpha Lambda Omicron Sigma Epsilon Kappa Kappa Lambda Eta Sigma Iota Alpha Tau Eta Sigma Alpha Lambda Beta Alpha Nu Iota Alpha Sigma Sigma Eta Mu Epsilon Rho Alpha. Appelez un seul espérance en Christ. Founder and editor of bilingual quarterly Porthents of the Quarterly Review Pantitar Ethne. Also in Albanian, the Quarterly Kirkham and the monthly newspaper Njalja. From his essays and articles a number have also been published into German, French, Russian, Swedish, Finnish, Serbian, Romanian, Bulgarian, Italian, Spanish and Albanian. Archbishop Anastasios is considered a pioneer in the rekindling of the missionary endeavor in the Orthodox churches. Scholar in the field of history of religions and interreligious dialogue. Simultaneously, he has struggled as a peacemaker within the Balkans. Titles. The official title of the Archbishop of Tirana, Durrës and all Albania is His Beatitude, Anastasios, Archbishop of Tirana, Durrës and all Albania.